good morning. Welcome to Motormouth, about which this morning there is more than a little air of chaos, but I'm sure we'll stumble through the next hour and a half. Slightly truncated version of the programme today. You're watching the programme that more and more people are tuning to on Saturday mornings, and very wisely, because we have top guests, the like of which is sitting next to me. Good morning, Kim.
Morning.
Who's been sat here for about 5 seconds. She just literally sat down just before it went, hello. She was like, I've got time. You're all right, you're sorted. You've got your wires everywhere, but you're going to sing for us later. What's the song called?
If You Cared.
If You Cared. We'll look forward to that later. We also have in the studio a man for whom I nearly refused admission to the studio because he's so good looking. Sean Astin, you've got to go home.
No, I got him into the studio. I'm very, very pleased to say the very, very good looking, the heartthrob, the one and only. I'm sorry, am I embarrassing you?
Not at all.
I didn't think I was. Give us a twirl, Sean. Memphis Belle Jacket. The one and only Memphis Belle Jacket is up for grabs in a competition later on. We're going to be chatting to Sean later and talking of heartthrobs. Somebody who's not Steve Johnson.
I am a heartthrob, but I'm with a band here that's nowhere near as good looking as Sean Astin. That's Slade, thank you. They've just nicked me mic, so we nearly didn't talk to them. Noddy, what's your song you're going to be singing for us?
It's called The Radio Wall of Sound.
Right, I hope it's going to be #1 next week.
Of course.
Today I'm going to be driving something which is more powerful and has got more wheels than Neil's hairdryer. Neil, what are you doing? Neil?
I'm having a lazy day today. I'm going back to bed a little later on, and I'm going to be talking to a dream psychologist. What are dreams? What are nightmares? I'll tell you what they are. Steve Johnson on a Saturday morning. Now, where was I? Ah, yes, the Caribbean.
Indeed, yes. I suggest you don't sleep through the rest of the programme because there's a whole host of stuff to come between now and I was going to say 11:25, but it's about 11 o'clock today. But these are just some of the highlights that you can look forward to. We begin with the Samurai Pizza Cat. It's called Life's Drag. That's at 9:40. Parts 2 comes a little later on in the programme. Neil was talking about dreams. Captain Z is a new cartoon you may have seen yesterday or Thursday on Children's ITV. That's at 9:55. Find out all about dreams and how you can cure your nightmares. At 10 o'clock, Johnny Dawes. That is he's a stone monkey, rock climbing, which we very bravely let Gabby do. At 10:25, hopefully the results of our rugby union competition that Steve made a complete pig's ear of last week. And then, Hulk Hogan, top World Wrestling Federation wrestler. See him at 10:30. 10:45. No, he's too good looking. Maybe we can lose him by 10:45, do you think? Sean Astin, star of Memphis Belle and many other movies, chats to Gabby. And the music comes from Slade. You've just met them. Now, would you like to see a Ferrari or would you like to see Steve Johnson? Yeah, I'd rather see a Ferrari as well.
Oh, dear. Oh, no. I usually drive my own car slightly better than this.
No, you don't.
I try to. Anyway, as I said, we're going to be looking at cars this morning, but it won't be this car. This is going to be a prize in a competition. But if you like cars, have a look at these. I'll just get this out of the way. In you come, lads. Probably broke me competition already. You want to come in over to here? Oh, this beautiful Italian car is a Lamborghini. Yowza. Hold that. These beautiful cars are Italian, extremely powerful, got lots of multi-cylinders, and they're driven by 2 famous sons of racing drivers. Over here, we've got Paul Stewart. His father is Jackie Stewart. He was 3 times world champion. Paul, welcome to the programme.
Thank you.
And over here, we've got Justin Bell, and his father is Derek Bell, who was one-time world champion? One-time world sports car champion. Justin, why are you here this morning?
Well, the story is in 1930, a Bentley raced a train from Paris to London. And this year, we're actually a challenge from London all the way to Venice.
So you're going to be driving from London to Venice in these beautiful cars, yeah?
10 of them.
10 of them?
Yeah.
Paul, why are you doing this challenge?
Well, it's good fun. It's a break from my regular motor racing season, which is now over. It'll be a chance to drive this nice car on the road, and it will be for charity as well, for the Royal Marsden
So you'll be
Cancer
raising
Appeal.
lots of money for kids, yeah?
I hope so, yeah.
Now, this is a beautiful car, this. What kind of car is this?
This is a Lamborghini Diablo, which is a very fast car, and Italian built.
How fast is it?
They say it goes 203 miles an hour, which is frightening to me.
How much does it cost?
I've heard £150,000.
I can almost afford one. If I save me pennies up. Could I beat Nigel Mansell in a car like this?
Probably not. You could give it a go, though.
Oh, right, I'll give it a go, I'm sure. Justin, what kind of car is this one here?
This is a Mobile Pantera. It does about 150 miles an hour. It's a little bit cheaper than Paul's, but
That's my kind of speed, that. Now, these are huge cars with big engines in them. Are they environmentally friendly?
Believe it or not, they are. They've all got catalytic converters, run on green fuel, unleaded. just like really most of the modern cars.
So they're good for the environment.
They may look red and noisy, but they're pretty good.
Now, you're a professional racing driver. What are you going to be doing next year?
I'm actually going to be racing probably in the World Sports Car Championship.
Like your dad, then? You're following
Like my
your dad's
dad, yeah.
footsteps?
They're the like Formula One cars, 245 miles an hour,
Yeah.
but kind of wider.
They're like the Le Mans cars that they drive
Like
at
Le Mans with a roof on.
Paul, if you want to come over here, can you tell us what you're going to be doing next year?
Well, I'll be doing another season of Formula 3000, hopefully. So I've been racing it in it this year. So another year, I hope.
What is Formula 3000?
It's one level below Formula 1.
Right.
So there's about 12 levels, and this is the final one.
So it looks like a Formula 1 car, yeah?
Yes, very, very close, very powerful, big tyres, and.
So you'd like to be world champion like your dad one day?
I hope so.
I hope so too. Now, as you're driving these cars, if you've got to go all the way across Europe, who's going to navigate for you?
Well, Simon Le Bon's going to do it with me. He's actually going to be driving as well. We have to share it,
So you
because to go the whole way down is going to be difficult.
Simon Le Bon from Duran Duran?
That's correct.
Oh, that's excellent. So, obviously, if you want to go see Simon Le Bon, if you want to see these cars, where are they going to be in London this week?
We're starting off at Thursday morning from Victoria Station.
Yeah.
And we're going to have a little tour around London, and then off we go down to Dover and...
Right. So if you're not doing anything Thursday morning, get down to Victoria Station. You'll see these beautiful cars. Now, Paul, you've not done this challenge before, have you?
No, I haven't.
Right, well, coming up now, we've got a bit of film. It's going to show you what it's like. It's going to be tough, it's going to be gruelling, it's going to last for 2 days, and you're going to be tired. You're not nervous there?
It looks pretty good to me.
I know, I wish I was doing it. Now, you've got a competition for us to win that lovely model car, which I've actually sent away, and an early drive. What is an early drive, Justin?
Brands Hatch run this. It's for young people to have their first opportunity of driving in a safe environment with professional drivers.
So you can drive a car with an instructor. That's good fun.
Over 4'10".
You've got a question for us, haven't you?
Yes, I have. Out of Paul and I, who will be first? The Alpine Diablo or the Mobile Pantera, first to Venice?
Right, so who's going to be the first to cross the line in Venice? You've got a question for us as well, haven't you, Paul?
And my question is, what is a colour sequence at the traffic lights? Your parents should know what the answer
you should be able to
is.
ask your parents that. We've got the competition, we've got the address coming up now. It is London to Venice competition, Motormouth, P.O. Box 1, Maidstone, Kent, ME14 5LL. I'll repeat that, London to Venice competition, Motormouth, P.O. Box 1, Maidstone, Kent, ME14 5LL. Thank you for coming in, lads. Good luck with the challenge. I hope the Lamborghini wins. And talking about Lamborghinis, if you give me the keys, I could go for a quick spin round the block in it, couldn't you?
Are you kidding?
No, oh, go on. I'd love to.
What is the matter with Max this morning? He's really driving me around the corner.
I know. I said, "Good morning, Max," and he said, "I don't know what's so good about it."
Well, at least you
Paul,"
got
and
that.
walked by.
Well, he just went to me when I said hello to him.
Oh yeah, the Max snort.
Yeah, it was frightening.
Hey, you look really cute in that helmet.
Really?
Yeah, have you ever been rock climbing?
No.
Oh, the sense of exhilaration, the danger. It's just you, the mountain, and freedom.
Me, the ground, and splat more like with all this stuff.
Well, you get Sherpas to carry all that for you.
Really?
Oh, hi, Gabby.
Oh, Gabby, hi. Better be careful with this. It's quite heavy. Oh,
There you go.
okay. Good luck with the item, Gabs. Oh, okay. Yeah.
What is the matter with Max, and why isn't he in reception sorting out the rock climbers?
Don't
Don't
talk
talk
to us about Max. Now, look, Paul, I'm really worried about these shells. They look a bit dodgy to me.
Oh no, they've always been like that. Don't worry, they're well within their wobble tolerance.
Well, on your own head be it.
Juliet, she's such a worrywart, honestly.
To Max. Roses are red, violets are pink. Today is your birthday. Have a good one then. It's not very good. Oh well. Love from Max.
Oh, hi, Max.
Hi, Neil.
Oh, thanks. Good opening of the show.
Yeah.
What's this? Roses are red. Max?
Yes.
Someone's left a hideous birthday card in here.
So, long wooden rolling pin.
Yeah.
Selection of pastry cutters.
Yeah.
Cake ribbon.
Yeah.
Pencil thin candles.
Yeah.
Icing sugar.
Oh, it's on its way.
Oh, great. And what about the marzipan?
Marzipan is in the fridge.
Fantastic.
Juliet, did you get a chance to speak to Max?
Oh, no point trying, Millie. He is in the filthiest, blackest mood I have ever seen him in.
I'll go on the Orient Express next time, I think. Yes. That'd be great. Anyway, thanks a lot.
Max.
Yes! If you need to speak to someone, feel free to come to me. If it's something we've done...
It's not a matter of what you've done, it's what you've neglected to do.
See what I mean? Like banging your head against the brick wall. Talking of which, what is that?
Marzipan breeze block.
Haha, correct. Nice to see you've taken my notes about cutting and spending and economy drives to heart, Millie.
Well, it was on special offer, 12.5% free.
Oh, great. Well, I'm sure the surplus will come in handy sometime during the next 6 months.
Well, it'll be okay when it's defrosted.
And how do you propose we do that then, Missy? I mean, look at it. It weighs a ton.
It's not that heavy.
Well, just put it down for a second and let me think about it.
Now look what you've done. What?
If you're going to enter Steve's motor racing competition, by the way, do remember to tell us whether you're over or under 4'10", because that makes the difference between whether you get the remote control car or whether you get the early drive. You've got to be over 4'10" to get the early drive. And speaking of Steve, I don't believe it. I seem to have got a bit of peace and quiet on a Saturday morning. So I now declare this table a Johnson-free zone.
They search him here, they search him there, but Jono's mad and doesn't care. Right, that's it. I'm taking over.
I'm not going to ask where you sprang from.
Good, Andy, because I just don't care, you see, because I've gone power mad. I'm going to be the boss, and things are going to be different round here.
Different, but what about the pinhead poems and the letters and the tins of brains?
Oh, no, they're going to be staying in, mate, but there are going to be a few changes.
Like what?
Like cheap novelty toys, pal, that's what. Me and me plastic bag of tacky toys are going to be the future of British television.
Oh, really? And tell me, Steve, where do I fit into this new empire of yours, then?
You don't, Andy. But I'll put you on a 5-minute trial, and if you're good enough, I'll let you stay to the end of the programme.
Very kind of you. What about Neil and Gabby?
Who?
What about the viewers?
Oh, Andy, they're going to love it. Look, man, free gifts.
Oh, aye, Steve, I can well see how this would induce and seduce viewers to constantly view Motormouth week after week after week.
Hey, Andy, I don't know what you're talking about, but that's not a bad start in your new career. Right, let's get on. Steve Johnson's television company.
Right, Steve, I'll do the pinhead poems and you can basically bribe the viewers then.
Just a minute, Andy, just a minute. I am the boss, it's my show.
Yes, Steve, you are in charge. You are now charged with introducing this new era of British television.
Great. What do I do?
Shout, gibber, wave your arms about. Do whatever you like, Steve, but make sure you give them the novelties.
I know what you're talking about,
Right
Andy.
then, OK, pinhead poems from Robert Knowles, Pearly and Surrey. Hello, Robert. He says, I think you're really great. I'd like you as a mate. You will receive this pinhead novelty.
How about a hen that lays eggs?
Every home should have one. Pat is fat. Aaron Taylor from Bracknell in Berkshire. What novelty will he receive, Steve?
A bag on a string.
Ooh, you can hear those sighs of anticipation. Claire Clifford from Peacehaven in East Sussex says, I love jelly in my belly. This novelty's on the way to you.
A lovely latex skinhead. I'm going to put it on if I can get it open. No, I'll just rest it on my head like that.
And in the meantime, we'll move on to the stupid people who want tins of Steve's brains. Leonie Mackenzie writes, can you call my brother stupid on TV? May I have some of Steve's brains because my brother says I have no brains. You certainly can. You'll also receive this.
This lovely mini bag of laughs that's broken.
It's funnier than Steve Johnson. DJ Solomon from Teddington in Middlesex. I would like a can of Steve's brains because I'm so thick. Indeed you are. You will receive this.
Balloon in a bag.
Woo! Rachel Keane says, I am so stupid, I love Steve. Please send me some of his brains.
What? I'll send you this little car with a balloon on top.
Oh, what? You see, this is the most generous show on television. Right, should we do the rags and tags?
We certainly will.
With novelty music this week. Novelty music. Are we ready? Your right tail. Turn around, please. On your right tail is one that says, Steve is cool. He wishes. That's from Kerry Hoskins in St Albans. So thank you very much indeed for that, Kerry. Your back left sleeve, Steve.
Back left sleeve? Which one's my left, man?
This one is right there somewhere. It says, Steve is brilliant. There it is.
I am indeed.
That's from Lindsay Stevens in Glenrothen. Thank you very much indeed for that, Lindsay. And finally, Steve J, I love you. You poor misguided fool, Stacey Ogg from Turriff. But you will receive these fantastic novelties.
This little bouncing spider. Frighten your parents. Ah!
And what else?
This bagatelle that spooks little balls like this. It'll be absolutely brilliant. I'll send one of those to you.
Fine, OK, now to drawing of a different kind. You'll remember that over the last few weeks we've been asking you to send in your series of drawings and we will animate them for you. This is from Gillian Bolton from Cheshire, and this is her Cheshire Cat. Look at that. Do you remember Rhubarb and Custard? That
no,
program?
I'm not that old.
That looks like Custard the cat from Rhubarb and Custard. Thank you very much indeed. If you would like to send us a rag, a tag, a pinhead poem or anything at all.
You've won this fantastic wrist, mate. You can have a drink when you're jogging.
Fabulous. Send us anything you like to the usual Motormouth address, which is Novelty Motormouth, Plastic P.O. Box 1, Maidstone, Kent, ME14 5LL. That's Novelty Motormouth, Plastic P.O. Box 1, Maidstone, Kent, ME14 5LL.
Hey, Andy, I've run out of novelties. What shall I do, pal?
Why don't we have a cartoon then?
Well, seeing I'm the boss, I think I should introduce it then.
You introduce it. Go ahead, boss.
Right.
What is it? Pizza Cats, you bimbo.
Pizza cats, don't you? No. You're far more concerned about why there's a table in pieces and why there's a huge frozen block of marzipan on the settee. Well,
Yes.
I wasn't expecting you this early.
Oh, I'm sorry about that, but we wanted to come early so we could see the dream item.
Oh, well, that's fine. You can watch this and I'll try and deal with this.
How'd you lift off you?
Max.
Lasciatemi morire.
Come on, Justin. Goodness, what's the matter with him?
He's got itchy teeth.
Oh, it's his birthday today, Paul. We forgot Max's birthday.
Well, he'll get over it. I mean, what does he expect us to be, telepathic?
I know, but Neil said he was writing this disgusting card to himself in the toilet. I mean, it's just so sad.
That's not just sad, that's pathetic.
Yeah, but it certainly explains a lot about his behaviour this morning.
It explains why he's been walking around looking like he sucked a crate of lemons.
Yeah, insisting he's on a work to rule.
I can't do this all by myself. I need some help with these shelves. I mean, what does he expect us to do? Just drop a live TV show, go down to the shops and buy him a card and a box of chocolates?
Paul, you're beginning to sound like me.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to go and talk to him. Look, what shall I say?
Tell him to snap out of it. You know? Wake up and smell the coffee. Tell him to shape up or hit the bricks.
Do the words patience and sympathy mean anything to you, Paul?
Yeah, well, just don't take any guff.
Right. And don't fall off any bridges, will you? And do give my love to the gorgeous place. Thank you. And give my blessings to the Pope.
Sala mia, give it to me.
Yes, I know what you're going to say. And I know I've been in a bad mood, and quite frankly, so would you be too.
I know, I
If
would.
all your colleagues, who are supposed to care about you, had forgotten your
I
birthday.
know what I wanted to say.
And this birthday in particular.
Yes.
I'll never see 32 again. And my life is flying by. It's flying by.
Yes.
Of course, yes, I know what you're going to say. It's not your fault. But just the whole thing has been exacerbated by meeting those wonderful daredevil drivers. I mean, what a life. And it's always been my dream to go to Venice. Yes, I can see it all now. The Ludo, the Bridge of Sighs, thank you. The Pizza San Marco. But no!
Max, I've just got 3 things to say to you. Snap out of it, smell the brick, have a coffee, and guff! Oh, what have I done?
Juliet, I've had a brilliant idea. Oh, really? Why don't we get the cake lads to make Max a birthday cake?
Oh, Millie, that's brilliant. No, it won't work.
Why?
It's just not good enough. He's got his heart set on going to Venice.
Yeah, but they don't just make jam sponges, they make these fabulous, wonderful cakes. We could get them to make us a cake with something on the top that Max would really like.
Like
Venice. A cup of tea.
Yeah, Millie, come with me.
Paul,
You told him to snap out of it, right?
Maybe. What are you doing? Right, here it is.
Venice.
Millie?
Paul,
Juliet?
Or do I have to spell it out for you?
please.
Would help.
Okay, well, if Max can't have his dream come true by going to Venice, we will make his dream come true by bringing Venice to him in the shape of a cake.
Hi, and welcome back to A Lazy Motormouth. Now, tonight, when you go to bed and you fall asleep, you'll start to dream. And they might even turn into nightmares. But wouldn't it be brilliant if there was someone out there patrolling our dreams, sort of sorting out the good ones from the bad ones? Well, now there is. Captain Z and the Z-Zone appeared for the first time on Children's ITV last Thursday. It's made by Scottish TV. It's a brilliant new cartoon series, and there are 12 more episodes to follow. Now, we've got a clip from one of them here where a young boy is dreaming he's in his sock drawer.
Ah! It's happening again! Ah! I hate living in my sock drawer. Ever since she was born, it's like I don't exist. Nobody hugs me. Nobody talks to me. They make me live in here. What am I? Some kind of freak? Ah!
Captain Z, Dream Patrol.
I think that's one of the best ideas for a cartoon series I've seen for a long time. I suppose the moral of the story is if you wake up in the middle of the night and there's a strange fat man sitting on the end of your bed, don't worry, it's only Captain Z. Sitting on the edge of my bed today is Dr. Jenny Cousins. Hiya, Jenny. Now, Jenny, you're a psychologist and you deal in people's dreams. Why do we dream?
Well, it seems it's a cleaning up mechanism for the day. We go through the day with lots of thoughts and worries, and we deal with them in our dreams. Like the little boy who we saw in the nightmare has had a day where he's probably felt very worried about his mum and the new baby, and he dreams of himself in the sock drawer, excluded from life, shut away. And he probably has some pretty grumpy thoughts about his baby sister too, because everybody does. And he sees himself as a monster for having those thoughts. So the dream sort of transfer everything we've had during the day.
So when do we dream? Is it as soon as we fall asleep? Is it right through the night, or is it just a little bit of the night?
It's really right through the night, but the periods get longer and longer during the night, and the periods where we have the most interesting dreams, sometimes nightmares, but more bizarre dreams, are called REM sleep. And REM stands for rapid eye movement. You can see your dogs having dreams when their eyes move, and they're probably chasing over the hills and things. And those are the periods where we might have nightmares, and if we are woken up in the middle of one of those periods, that's when we'll probably remember the dream.
And if they do turn into nightmares, how do we deal with them?
Well, the main thing is to actually talk about them during the day, or try and draw them down and work out what you were frightened of. And not to say, oh, I hope I never have that nightmare again, but rather to say, I'm going to have that nightmare and this is what I'm going to do when it happens. So a little boy I knew who was dreaming about wolves every night decided to take the wolf by the neck, wring its neck and throw it down the stairs. And he did that in the next dream, and he never dreamt about them again. So it's really saying, I'm going to do something about these dreams.
I suppose you could even draw them down and sort them out in a drawing as well.
You could, yes, rip up the creature that's worrying you.
All right, well, the way Captain Buchanan is going to deal with nightmares is to have a competition. Now, we've got one of these, the original cells from the cartoon here to give away, and I've got a couple of these to give away. These are Captain Z T-shirts, so I'll give these away as runners-up prizes as well. There they are. Jenny, we need a question.
Well, you've heard about REM sleep. What do the initials REM stand for?
OK, we've already talked about that. If you know the answer to that, what does REM stand for? Send your answer on a stuck-down envelope or a postcard to the usual address, which is Captain Z Competition, Motormouth, P.O. Box 1, Maidstone, Kent, ME14 5LL. That is Captain Z Competition, Motormouth, P.O. Box 1, Maidstone, Kent, ME14 5LL. Thank you very much, Jenny, and thanks to Captain Z, we'll all sleep safely in our beds tonight.
Come on, Patty Cake, big, isn't it? Big me. Oh,
brilliant.
Max, Max,
excellent.
can you come with me, please? Help us make Max's. Not you, Max, the other Max. I mean, the Max. Oh, can you come with me, please?
Okay.
Quickly. Into there. Thank you. Hi, Max, feeling okay?
Millie, as if you cared. Now, I'm going to be bringing Jenny Cousins through to the lounge in a minute, so can you please put the kettle on?
I'll do that for you, Max.
Thank you.
Okay. It's going to be a scale model of the tourist sites of Venice, built to a scale of 15 gondolas to the inch. I want to call it Romance of the Watery City. But can we achieve it?
Yeah, sure, no
that's
problem.
a great idea. But can we make it look really realistic and everything?
Yeah, okay. I think we could start by covering the whole thing with icing.
Yeah, okay. And then we can paint everything on with food colour. Brilliant. Oh, one other thing. I want it to explode.
Juliet, come on, we've got to get this marzipan out of here, because Max is on his way through. It's going to ruin their surprise.
Well, OK, Millie, but I'm not sure your idea of rolling it out on the loo floor is a particularly good one. I mean, it's not very hygienic, is it?
We're not going to eat the marzipan. Paul just needs it to clog up all the scaffolding.
Oh, all right, then. Well, the idea of rolling it out anyway is pretty ridiculous. I mean, look at it. It weighs a ton, and it's still as solid as a rock.
Well, it's getting a bit squidgy.
You can take some wrestling.
I'll find your Garibaldi somewhere as well, if you like.
Oh, hi, Jenny.
Hello, Juliet. So the whole top is going to disintegrate in a blinding flash, and then I want all this stuff to come out, you know? Like, what do we use? Streamers. Streamers. Okay, Millie, we're going to need streamers, all right? And what are we going to use for the detail, you know, the spires and all that stuff?
Okay. I think marzipan would be good.
Marzipan. Millie, we're going to need marzipan. Lots of marzipan.
Well, I'll see what I can do, Paul.
Juliet.
You can't come in, Max.
Why?
Well, because Paul and Millie are having the most terrible row.
Well, I'll just go and sort them out.
Oh, they just made up.
Juliet, what's it?
Doorbell, Max. Jenny. We're making a birthday cake for Max and then we don't want him to go in, so you can keep him in here as long as possible. Is that okay?
Of course,
Talk to him about dreams or something like that. Max, Jenny was just saying how much she enjoyed your company, so perhaps you'd like to take a cup of tea with her for 5 minutes, and I'll see you later.
Actually, Jenny, sorry, take that from me. I want to talk to you about my recurring dream.
Trials on one submission. That's all from take the marzipan. Go on, that's it. The marzipan's out. Let go the marzipan.
Millie?
What exactly do you think you're doing?
Well, you told me this would need some wrestling with.
I've been wrestling to get this on in time. It's on in time. So's the helmet. What are all these for? What's this for? Well, all these questions will be answered. Confused you won't be after you see this film. The man, the monkey, Johnny Dawes. He says he doesn't mind me calling him a monkey. Johnny, climbing, I thought it was sort of big heavy gear and big hiking boots. I mean, I'm wearing this.
I know, I noticed you wearing that.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's not like that at all now. It's you can wear what you like.
So it's quite a sort of trendy sport.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be seen dead in that, but
Thank
it's
you.
up to you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I didn't know it was going to be like this. All right, can you talk me through all this bit?
Well, that's a rope that would hold a Range Rover, so I think you'll be perfectly safe.
I hope so.
And about the strongest part of the harness is this.
Right.
And then everything else is made for lightness. And this is where you clip on your bits and bobs.
Right.
And for example, that's a chalk bag, keeping your hands dry.
Right.
Don't forget to put that on before you start.
OK, all right.
Hands dry.
Now, what's the actual aim of doing a climb like this? I mean, is it man against nature or speed or...?
I just think it's like having skateboard tricks, you know, all over the countryside. And you can just go out and play around with the rock with your mates and have a really nice time.
Skateboards. Well, of course, yes, this rock's on wheels, is it? Huh? Wheels?
No, it's just friction and playing with movement.
Right, OK, so I'm going to
But it's all there for you to climb. You have to make it up.
I'm going to be playing with movement now, aren't I? I've actually had a little practice at this, but I'm not that hot. OK, wait, hands up here first. All right.
Yes. So keep looking for your feet.
And my feet?
Yeah.
Oh, but then I can look down and I don't like looking down. My legs are going wobbly. Right, actually, you don't need to watch me being all wobbly. I think, Johnny, could you take it away on the hard bit of the wall? I'll just hang around. Now, there are special moves, aren't there? There are words for special moves.
Well, I can do a thing called a double dyno here. Which is,
double dyno?
It's like a leap.
Oh.
3, 2...
Terrifying stuff. Oh, that man is a monkey. I'll tell you what, Johnny, I'm going to leave you hanging around. I'm going to go round this side of the wall if I can find somewhere to put my hands and find Leo. Leo is 11 years old. Leo, hiya.
Hi.
How long have you been climbing?
We started in April and we've been climbing in the Lake District, and so we've been climbing about 7 months.
How did you first start climbing, though?
Well, we went out with a friend once to the mountains, and he took his rope, so we decided to go rock climbing. And he was a good rock climber, so he just carried on taking us.
And you've done it ever since, haven't you? But what was your highest climb?
450 foot. It was the Old Man of High. We did it for Save the Children charity.
Congratulations, Leo. I'm going to leave you there. Okay. I've got to find some more handholds. Ooh. Oh, I'm going to see if I can make it to the top. Neil Buchanan, I made it!
Brilliant. Yes! Fantastic. We're up here. We're up here. Now, I'm up here with another climber. This is Amy Ratcliffe. We're not stupid. We took the lift up. Now, Amy, you've just completed a record-breaking expedition, haven't you? What was it?
I climbed Mount Kilimanjaro in Africa.
And how old are you?
10 years old.
Now, that is no mean feat, because you've got to be over 10 to actually go onto the mountain, haven't you? You can't go beyond the foothills if you're under 10, so that's going to be a hard record to break. Now, why did you actually do it?
One of the things was that if I made it, it would be a world record, and how beautiful the clouds look below you.
Well, they do look beautiful to me, because there's some of your photographs. I know you've got your little album here. Did it live up to your expectations?
Yeah.
Did it? How long did it take you to train for it?
It took 4 days to go up and 2 days to come down again.
And what sorts of things did you do to train?
Well, we did a bit of walking, but most getting ready in the mind that we knew that we'd succeed.
And you certainly did. How long did it take you to do it all together?
It took 4 days up and 2 days down.
Brilliant. Would you do it again?
Later.
I think I might join you. I don't think. Now listen, if you want to find out any more about mountaineering, here's the address to write to. It is the British Mountaineering Council, Crawford House, Precinct Centre, Booth Street East, Manchester, M13 9R2. That's British Mountaineering Council, Crawford House, Precinct Centre, Booth Street East, Manchester, M13 9R2. And I think it's about time that Steve Johnson did a bit of planning. Watch this. Steve, quick, we've got an emergency, Steve!
I'm coming, what's the
quick, come up here, man! Steve, quick! Get to the top of the mountain! That's it!
Andy.
Get the ladder!
Do not panic!
Get the ladder, Andy, that's it!
to the rescue, right.
Steve, quick!
Has Gabby broken another
No, quick, get up here, quick!
What is it, Andy? Neil!
Neil, it's Neil!
It's Neil, I'm so excited!
No problem at all. Go back down and tell Andy Pizza Cat is now on, please.
I'm gonna kill you.
More from the Samurai Pizza Cats next week. I've just been talking to Kim about life as a showbiz pop star on the road. Where were you last week?
Germany.
And where are you next week?
Paris.
And then where do you go?
I don't know.
See, it's tough on the road, isn't it?
It is tough
You've
at the top.
got a lot of singles out in Europe at the moment. Which ones are doing well over there for you?
Well, Germany at the moment's on If You Cared.
Right.
In Paris, France, I'm still on GLAD.
Yeah.
And who knows where I'll be in Japan.
And what are you doing for us this morning?
I'm doing If You Cared.
Which is the current single in the UK. Kim, take it away.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Oh yes, I'm leaving now. I've
ahead now. These are all the goodies that we gave away last week on the show. Short show this week, so we've no time to actually give away all the stuff. In fact, because you made such a mess of the rugby competition last week, we can't even do that this week anyway.
Yeah, but I'm only doing a bit... Yeah, we've had an official complaint from the important body of important people about your competitions, but they said you can make amends for it by taking us into the advert break.
Oh, right. Well, don't you think I might mess it up?
Yeah, probably,
actually, yeah. Forget it, Steve. See you in a minute.
Welcome back to this morning's Motormouth. Now, last week, you may remember, we promised you Hulk Hogan live in the studio, or rather you did. So where is he?
Well, because I've built up muscles of steel, Andy, he refused to come on. He was too scared.
If Hulk Hogan won't come to Steve Johnson, we'll send Steve to the Hulk.
I love Fridays because I like getting back to my hotel, switching on the telly and watching the American wrestling. And one of the biggest stars of the WWF must be Hulk Hogan. Not only is he a big star, he's extremely dangerous. That's why he's sitting there and I'm sitting here. Hello, Hulk. Can I call you Hulk Hogan? Call you Mr. Hulk or Mr. Hogan?
Well, you're a friend of mine now, so you can call me the Hulkster.
Oh, the Hulkster. Well, that's a really big honour. And it's an honour to have you on Motormouth this week. You're over in England, not only known as a big wrestler, but you're going to be over here as a big film star. Tell us about your new film, Suburban Commando.
Well, right now we're getting ready to release Suburban Commando during Christmas time. And Suburban Commando is a guy named Shep Ramsey. The next thing you know, these Sector 4 bounty hunters, the bad guys, start chasing me. And I end up on Earth, and there's a man named Christopher, and I have to let Christopher Lloyd know I'm an alien,
right?
And then we fight him off.
Oh, brilliant. It looks like a very exciting film. I've seen clips of it. There were lots of kids in the film. Do you like kids?
Well, I have 2 children of my own. I have a 3-year-old daughter and a son that's 1-year-old. So I'm very in touch with the children. And all my little Hulkamaniacs all over the world know about the training, the prayers, and the vitamins. So one of the reasons I made Suburban Commando was so that all the kids could come to it, because it's an action, adventure, comedy film for the children, but also the adults.
How much of the actual Hulk Hogan, the person, is actually in the character of Shep?
Well, that's what's so funny. For 8 years now, I've been yelling and screaming at the children to train, say their prayers, and eat their vitamins, and I finally got everybody listening, even the adults. And sometimes it's hard to get the adults to listen because the kids are a lot smarter than the adults.
This is kids' telly, so we're not going to be watching any. Your kids are watching this one, so we don't worry about the adults.
Yeah, that's right. We're not worried about them. But the thing is, now that I've got everybody listening to me, I can let my guard down, and that's what I've done in this movie. You get to see Hulk Hogan, how I really am, when I'm not yelling and screaming, and I'm just a normal person, but at first I'm an alien in the movie.
Oh, right, an alien normal person.
Yeah, an alien from outer space, a normal alien.
In the film, there were loads of special effects. Did you do your own stunts?
Well, I did almost all of my stunts, but the film company that pays all the money to have me do the acting, they were worried that maybe Hulk Hogan might get blasted through the ceiling when I had my rocket boots on, or sometimes my power amplifiers if I went to scratch my bald head.
Blow your head off.
Yeah, when the camera couldn't see the face, they would use a stuntman, but not very often. I like doing most of my own stunts because the kids want to see me in action.
Stations at frequency.
You mean there's more?
Oh, yeah, mate. Next week we talk all about wrestling. I tell you, we got on so well. He said he'd come on the show at Christmas, so I better go and send him a card. Bye.
It's like Steve Johnson, isn't it, to arrange a Christmas card in October. Steve Johnson and Hulk Hogan live on Motormouth at Christmas. It's got to be a date for your diary.
Where are my glasses? Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry, little thing. Oh, sorry.
Oh, wow, man. Is that fantastic exploding birthday cake you built for Max?
Yeah, and I've rigged the remote control from that toy Ferrari to trigger the detonation.
Oh, I love explosions, me, pal.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. Oh, hi, Paul.
No, I'm Steve. Paul's over there.
All right. Hi, Paul. Have you seen my,
Glasses?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, how's the cake coming?
Great. I just need the battery pack out of the toy car now. You haven't seen it anywhere, have you?
No. But could you just hold this turtle? I've got to go and find Max. Hi, Millie.
Yeah?
Millie, do you know where Max is?
He's in the lounge.
All right. Millie, are you sure you're eating enough?
Don't mind her, she's lost her glasses.
Hi, Max.
Hi.
No, you can't come in, you can't.
Why?
Because Paul and Millie are, well, they've got their hands wrapped around each other's throats
Look,
now.
I don't care if they kill each other. I've got to get in there to get the equipment for the cake item.
No, you've got to go upstairs and get Greg and Max from their dressing rooms.
I do?
Yes, you do.
Well, who's going to get the equipment for the cake?
I am.
You are?
I am.
You are?
Goodbye.
Oh, all right, Juliet.
Oh, streamers. Right, I always have to do the... There they are.
Millie's work is never done, eh?
No. Neil, could you give these to Juliet, please? Because I need to start my investigations. Somebody has pinched the toilet seat.
Sure. Did you say someone's pinched the toilet seat?
Yeah.
I thought that's what you said.
Chuck Yeager, the daring test pilot, descends into the cockpit of the revolutionary new cake plane.
Paul, some freak has nicked the toilet seat.
Millie, is that you?
Yeah.
Okay. Your mission, should you decide to accept it, is to pick up the remote control by your feet. Not literally, stupid.
Oh.
Okay, now you'll see two levers. One marked A,
Yeah.
and the other marked Kablamo.
Right.
Press the button marked Kablamo.
What, now?
Well, in your own time.
Kablamo!
I am Giuseppe, the gondolier, and I've come to give you the keys to the city.
Is that it?
Well, it'll look better with streamers.
Streamers. Ah! Oh.
Juliet,
no.
Millie asked me to give you these.
Oh, Neil. Brilliant. I was having such a bad time without them. Great, thanks. No, I need mine. Exactly. No, wait. It's okay. I've remembered it. Oh, it's engaged. Oh, we're running out of time. Max's birthday surprise is going to be ruined. Neil, you are a genius. Thank you. Oh, can you hold this? Great. Thanks very much.
A bucket full of cleaning utensils. A gold-plated weeping yogi. A tribute to Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. And I have to be careful with this. A pig and a piglet. But these are not all as they may appear, because they're not china, plaster of Paris, or even clay. These are cakes. Totally edible art. The work of the Crumbs cooks from London, Greg and Max. Welcome to Motormouth.
Hi there.
They are, aren't they? Crush your heart, hope to die.
Yeah,
those
honest.
are cakes.
Yes, it is. Promise, yes.
So, how did all this cake making start, the elaborate cake making? Are you like trained chefs?
No, not at all. The first one we did was kind of bouquet of roses for my mum's birthday as a surprise. And somebody in the office that I was then working at saw it and said, make one for my daughter. And we've never stopped since.
And how long does something like the pig that we've just seen take to make?
Well, it's not too complicated. It must take only about sort of 7 or 8 hours, so...
Only 7 or 8 hours?
It's harder than it looks.
A mere drop in the ocean.
Yes, oh,
Things have gone from strength to strength since those first flowers that you did for me, Mum.
They have
You've made
indeed.
some cakes for some famous people, haven't you?
Yes,
now, let's not be modest. Let's drop a few names. Come on.
Well, I suppose there's the Queen Mum's a fairly good name. There's Tina Turner, Level 42, Dire Straits, Albert Finney. But the best one, I think, was Fred Flintstone's 30th birthday.
And there you are with Fred,
a picture.
In glorious Technicolor, the wonders of modern technology. Fred Flintstone in black and white. So those are the elaborate things that you've done, and we know how much they cost. They're like £4,000, some of those cakes, so we won't touch those.
Right, so...
But I'm a complete novice, but I want to do something a bit special for a birthday. I think somebody backstage is celebrating a birthday, so something that I can do that's dead simple.
All right. We want to show you how to, if you're a complete novice, or in fact if you're an experienced cake maker, we want to show you how to do something very simple but very dramatic with marzipan. And here, as you can see, we've got 3 sheets of marzipan, variously coloured. This is left natural, that's white, then bright red and black.
How have you coloured those, man?
Well,
it's just food
this is the
colours.
food colour that you need, but it's the paste food colour. It's not the watery stuff that you buy in supermarkets. Paste, or else you won't get a deep colour.
That's what we need.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Now, all we're going to do is build up a pattern on the surface of the cake, which is a bit like patchwork.
Yeah.
And it's using this little hexagonal cutter there.
You can get those in any kitchen store.
That's right. Yep, absolutely. And all we're going to do is just cut out some of the shapes.
Right.
Okay, around there, and then build up the pattern. And you start in the centre of the cake, and you work outwards, and you never put the same colour next to the same colour.
It's like when you're tiling a floor, you always start in the middle of the floor and work outwards, and never at the edge and work in, isn't it?
Absolutely. And as you can see, that builds up really quite quickly.
That's quite a dramatic effect, isn't it?
It is, and you keep going till you get to the edge, and then you just trim it neatly to the edge, and you end up with something that looks very
and
much
in
like...
true live televisual style, here's one that the guys prepared earlier.
Now, we've just finished that off with a piece of ribbon and some of these taper candles, which look much better than little sort of squidgy ones that you usually use.
Okay, the important thing to remember is here is it's terribly simple, but if you go for dramatic colours and height, go for height with candles, not those little ones. Very bright ribbons, it looks very special.
It's incredible, isn't it?
Okay.
So,
Right, so it's
even
really
a complete idiot novice like me could manage that.
And all you've got to try it when you get home, all right?
Okay.
Fine.
No.
What else can we do with marzipan?
You can mould it, you can actually do... Here we are. If you can't draw, the idea is...
And I can't.
No, I understand this. We took the idea of the parrot there, we thought, because it's so lovely and bright, and you just blow that up at your local photocopy shop.
Right.
And you trace off. So you've got this on a piece of greaseproof paper.
Yeah.
You cut round each of the feathers, different colours, and you place them one on top of another like that. And it is so simple, you don't have to be a great artist or anything.
It's terrific.
And
You've
it
got
takes
that
about
on a
10 minutes.
slab, but you could put that on top of a cake.
That's right.
It's all,
Yeah.
you?
Yep,
That's
right.
brilliant. So these are all cakes. We did promise you they're also completely edible. So we'll have a slice of cake later. Any chance of a cup of tea to go with me cake?
Well, I guess you could, yeah, have a cup of tea out of there, that's fine.
Sounds perfectly marvellous. Little drink of the cup of tea and...
Oh.
Told you it was all edible, didn't I? Completely edible. Gentlemen, thank you.
It's a pleasure. Thank you very much.
So, Max, it's really wonderful to be here on Motormouth. I mean, we're all talking about it in Los Angeles.
Really? Well, I'm not surprised, because we've had some Hollywood stars. We've had Michael J. Fox and Lenny J. Henry, Hollywood stars.
That's fun. You know, I was just sitting down at breakfast with Sylvester Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger, and they were kind of quibbling over who would be able to come on Motormouth first.
Oh, well, if you see them again, tell them not to get too excited, because we're very selective and we might not have them on at all, you see.
Oh, well, maybe if the ratings drop or something like that, they could maybe...
Well, I'm just hoping things won't ever get that desperate.
Yeah, I see.
But you must tell me, it must be great being an actor and getting to travel around.
Oh, yes, it's brilliant. I mean, you get to take advantage of peacetime, and, you know, we've been traveling throughout promoting a new movie and that sort of thing. Yeah, all over Europe. It's been...
Have you ever been to Venice?
Venice, yes, my fiancé and I were just in Venice. It's brilliant.
Really?
It's
Your
so
fiancé
romantic.
and you're in Venice?
Yes, it's beautiful.
Because, you see, it's always been my dream to go to Venice.
Has it?
Yeah, I can see myself on the Bridge of Sighs, standing
You know
there.
what? I have a letter here.
Oh, how kind. How did you know it was my birthday? How
Is it
sweet
your
of you.
birthday?
Yes?
In all actuality, this letter isn't for you, though. This letter is for Paul. His father came to me on a set of Warner Brothers and asked me to deliver this to him because
So
he knew
it's
I would
not
be
for
on
me?
Motor...
It's for Paul?
In actuality, Max, it's not for you, but happy birthday nonetheless.
Thanks for nothing. Let's go and find Paul.
Come on, practice, practice.
To you. Happy birthday.
I think you need these,
No, I don't need them. I'm an expert. I've done courses, you know. I could arrange flora in my sleep. Come on. Happy birthday
to you.
Quiet, we don't want him to hear. Happy birthday, dear Max. Happy birthday to you. Well, that's not very good, but if you keep practicing, I'm sure it'll be all right. See you later.
You know, that Hulk Hogan movie was really great, but it's a long way to the top. It took my dad a long time before he got a crack at Argus. You know, the sponge monster.
Yeah. Oh, hi. How's the cake coming?
Well, it's completely complete.
Fantastic.
And I put extra explosives underneath the elevator pad, so Giuseppe the gondolier is going to come out of that thing like a bat out of hell.
Wonderful.
All we need is the person in place.
The person.
In place.
Yeah, but... thank you, person.
You get to be Giuseppe the gondolier.
I don't want to be Giuseppe the gondolier. You don't want to ruin Max's birthday either, do you, Millie? No! Well, the cake.
Oh,
I'm a bit worried about this explosion thing.
Well, you see, that's why I have to be out here. I've got to supervise all the technical details.
Yeah, but can you give that to Millie?
Okay, sure, hold on a second.
Oh, now, Millie, I don't want you to worry, Millie, because with Paul in charge of the controls, everything's going to be just fine and dandy. See you later. Okay.
Here, look, hold these.
Yeah, thanks. Now, what do I have to say?
Okay, I am Giuseppe the gondolier, and I've come to give you the keys to the city.
I'm Giuseppe the gondolier. I've come to give you the keys to the city.
Millie, do it with a bit more panache. You know, you're supposed to be from Venice.
Right.
I am Giuseppe the
gondolier,
gondolier.
and I've come to give you the keys to the city.
You seen that remote control anywhere?
Don't tell me. They're still fighting.
Yes, they are, exactly, Max.
Well, look, it doesn't matter because Sean is perfectly used to rows because he works in Hollywood.
Well, you can't go in now, but you can go in a couple of minutes. Hi, Sean.
Hi. We have to go in now because
Right.
Paul has got a letter from America for Paul.
Right.
yes, I have a letter that has to be delivered by hand.
Well, I'll tell you what, Sean, if you hand it to me by hand, I'll hand it to Paul by hand.
Oh, that'll be handy enough.
Okay, well...
Right.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
just turn your hand over. Right,
Oh, okay.
there it is.
Lovely. Thank you so much. Goodbye,
Brilliant.
Max. See you later.
Right, sure.
Bye.
Count on it.
Yes. Hi, guys. Hi. Come through. Come through. We're going to do it. We're going to sing happy birthday.
Okay, now look, remember to keep your mouth shut when the charges go off, otherwise you could bite your tongue in half.
What? Just going to stand over there. That would be lovely. Okay?
Yeah,
Just over there with Steve and Neil. Right. Great.
Juliet,
Okay, ready?
I need the remote control now. Juliet, have you got the remote control?
Oh, just take that.
What's the matter from my dad?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Max. Happy birthday
Explosion,
I told you I haven't got the remote control.
I am Giuseppe the gondolier. I've come to give you the keys to the city.
Gabby, do you want this?
Oh, thank you very much. Oh, I'll just leave it here.
There it is.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Sean. Yes, Sean Astin is in the studio, the heartthrob from Memphis Belle and more recently from Toy Soldiers. But Memphis Belle is now out on video. You can buy it in the shops.
Yes,
Can you just give us, for the people who haven't seen it, and I'm sure everybody has seen it, for the people who haven't, can you tell us briefly what Memphis Belle's about?
Well, sure. For the people who haven't seen it, it's about a B-17 bomber called the Memphis Belle. That was the first B-17 to complete its 25-mission tour of duty over here in England during the Second World War.
So it's actually based on truth, is it?
Well, it's roughly based on truth. It's somewhat fictionalized, but the actual veterans of the war talked to us, and they sort of gave us little things to put in it that would make it a little bit closer to the truth. But it's based on fact. Yeah.
Must have been fascinating to me.
Yeah,
though,
it was unbelievable. One of my most brilliant memories of being in England was sitting in a pub and listening to their old sort of war stories and the kind of youth they had on their face, and the brilliance of the stories and everything.
Well, in the first clip we're going to see from Memphis Belle, this is where we see the sort of characters that he was in the film with. Did you spot Harry Connick Jr.? I certainly did. Now, in the film, you all seem to get on incredibly well. Was it the same off-set?
Yeah, it was. We had a wonderful sort of camaraderie. Before we started the movie, we went down to the south of England and had a boot camp or a training session where we all kind of got to see each other intimately and tired and rugged and all that sort of stuff. So during the off moments of the film, we'd all go to the theater, go out to dinner, or do whatever. It's really.
Do you still see them now?
Occasionally. I think we have sort of accelerated schedules and everything, and luckily we've all been able to keep working after the movie, so...
That's good news. Well, we're going to find out some more personal things about you, because Big Magazine and Motormouth competition winners are here this morning, and they are about to grill you. You don't know what they're going to ask you. I do. Ha-ha. Claire, you're first, if you'd like to ask Sean your first question.
Have you ever had an off-screen romance with any of your co-stars?
Have I ever had an off-screen romance with any of my co-stars? No, I did a movie called Like Father, Like Son, and there was a cat and a dog that switched brains, and I almost snatched the dog up from the movie set. But other than that, no real romances to speak of.
But if there was anybody out there, I mean, who would be your ultimate date? Apart from your fiancée, who's here today,
yes,
Christine.
Of course. I mean,
sorry.
that's my sort of wonderful answers that I've always got. My love of my life to fall back on, who's Christine.
That's lovely, she's here today, so hi, Christine. There we go. Yeah. And you've also got a question.
Yeah.
This is Emma. Go on, Emma.
Hi, Emma.
Hi. If the place you were living in burned down, what would you rescue first?
Christine.
Aww. What would be the second thing?
The second thing, as far as physical possessions, I don't think there's anything that's so necessary that I would take it. Maybe we actually have a dog together. His name is Lord Byron. He's a Siberian Husky, so maybe I'd make sure that Byron was out safe. But I think the most important thing, is that all right to say, that just to get out of
to get out of the house, that's probably a very good idea. That is probably the best thing to say. Now, going back to Memphis Belle, you were 19 years old in the film, the character you played. Was you at 19 anything the same?
Oh, anything the same as being a 19-year-old in World War II or that sort of thing?
Yeah, were you the same at 19 as you were in the film?
I think so. I mean, there's a certain rambunctiousness and athleticism and sort of enthusiasm that the character had that I think I probably, hopefully, still have. I mean, now that I'm 20, I hope haven't sort of fallen down on the other side of the hill yet. But yeah, I think just that kind of energy was probably equal.
Great, well, but now let's go back to the film. We've got another clip, and this is the final scene where they find out where their last mission is going to be. It's going to come up. Right, Emma, you've got your next question.
Hey, right. If there was anything you're allergic to, or have you got any phobias?
Allergic to? I luckily have no allergies.
Oh, you're a lucky person.
But allergic, I think I'm allergic to Brussels sprouts.
Oh, actually, I agree with you. And Claire, you've got your last question.
Who do you most admire?
Who do I most admire? Well, I think from an acting standpoint, someone like Marlon Brando. I think Stella, but I also hopefully eventually will become a director, and I admire people like John Ford and that. Do you know who John Ford is?
I think so.
You think so? You've heard of him?
Yeah.
Great, well done, girls. Thank you very much. Congratulations for winning the competition.
Nice to meet you, Claire.
Memphis Belle out on video at the moment, and Toy Soldiers out in the cinemas.
Yes, it is indeed. It just opened. It's doing relatively well, I hope. So go see it, please.
Yeah. And we actually have a competition. If you haven't seen Memphis Belle, or you haven't hired it on video, you can buy it at the moment, or you can win it through us here at Motormouth. But not only that, you can win model the jacket. This jacket, the Memphis Belle jacket. Actually, you haven't got one, have you?
No, I don't. They wouldn't let me keep it on the movie.
Typical. That's
Can you believe that?
stars. Film stars for you.
Well, there it is.
Now, if you'd like to win the jacket, that's the winning prize and a video, all signed by Sean. And the two runners-up will also win a video. This is the question. Sean, if you'd like to give them the question.
The question is, how many crew members were there on the Memphis Belle?
Okay, how many crew members on the Memphis Belle? Sean, thank you very much, girls.
Thanks very much.
Congratulations. Get your answers into this address. Sean Astin Competition, Motormouth, PO Box 1, Maidstone, Kent, ME14 5LL. Sean Astin Competition, Motormouth, PO Box 1, Maidstone, Kent, ME14 5LL. There we are, so get your entries in as soon as possible. Toy Soldiers out, Memphis Belle in the shops. You two girls, you'll see them in Big Magazine. They've been photographed all morning. Sean, I know you've got to rush off, so thank you very much. And keep your letters coming in to the same address.
Hey, Julia, you know this letter you gave me? It's from my dad. He says that he's going to come over from California next week, and he was wondering if he could have a tour around the studio.
That's amazing.
You're not listening to me, are you?
Yes?
Okay, what did I say?
Okay, you said that your greyhound had just won the steeplechase and you were going to Australia to celebrate.
Fine, just checking.
Okay, now look, I've got to find this remote control, okay?
Well, it's too late. Max has seen the cave.
It's not too late, Paul. It's worth a try.
Well, it's hardly likely to be in there anyway.
Well, I'm going to look anyway. Oh,
Juliet.
He's tangled up in my glasses.
Hey, don't take your glasses off. Remember what happened the last time.
Okay, well, like, I'm going in.
Now, look, Juliet, now be careful. Don't.
I'm in.
Be careful.
I'm there. Blimey, Max, it's the Terran Inferno.
What a vivid imagination you have, Millie. No, seriously, if the Crumbs cooks hadn't been here to make me this lovely pedestrian precinct, my birthday could quite easily have turned into a non-event.
Well, thanks very much.
So thanks to you.
Thank you.
It does look nice.
Yeah.
Are you ready, everyone?
No, Max, we've got to wait for Juliet and Paul.
Oh, all right then.
So, Max, it's been wonderful. I'm off now.
Oh, no, but it's just time to cut the cake.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't stay. Maybe you could mail me a piece.
Well, yes, if it's got some preservative in it, perhaps some embalming fluid or something.
See you, Sean. Max, I'll go and get Juliet and Paul.
Yeah,
Gonna come in?
okay. It's been really marvellous.
Oh, thanks so much.
You know, next time you cross the herring pond, do pop in and see us, won't you?
Of course, if you'll have me.
I will, of course.
All right,
yeah.
brilliant.
Okay.
Cheers.
Best of luck. Bye.
Oh,
you said great. Yes, yes.
I forgot. You might need this. There it is.
Oh,
right. Cheers.
Thank you.
Be safe with it.
See you. Yeah. A. Kablamo.
Oh, happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Sounds to me like they've started the backstage party already, doesn't it?
We should be there.
Well, that's the end of our little offering for another week. Next week, we will be back with all the usual goodies, cartoons, music, Steve messing things up.
That's not fair.
What have we got next week? We've got football with a difference, and we've got Terry Nuckins. He's going to be very fishy next week.
I'll be sending me tutu to the dry cleaners and then slipping into a leotard because I'm doing a bit of ballet with Wayne Sleep.
I can't tell you how I'm looking forward to that.
I bet you are.
There's going to be a lot of teeth around because the Osmond boys are in, as in Donnie and Wayne and all of the people I used to kiss their posters of when I was little. Their sons are coming into the studio next week.
You'll be kissing their sons as well, won't you?
And no, I won't. And an act from our Chaos will be live in the studio.
Eyes and Teeth with the Osmonds, and especially Teeth A. PM Dawn's going to be here, and part 2 of,
Hulk Hogan. I'm down the gym all week, mate.
Is he really coming back at Christmas?
Yeah, he should be on at Christmas. It'd be brilliant.
Good stuff. Well, we're going to leave you now with Slade, Radio Wall of Sound, and special guest DJ, MC Craney Crane. See you next week.
Bye.
This is Rockin' Radio, the Wall of Sound. This is sure stirring up some looks for me. Citizen Kane rise again.
Stay tuned to this